Hi guys, Paul Pluta channel, paid reviews. And today I'm doing a review for Duncan. And what he says to me is, he said to me, Arch, sent you $30 for a collection review. Yep, they converted to Aussie. That's fine. Aussie, that's what I pay my bills in. US is fine, but that's all good. You gave me an extra 10 US. Thank you, sir. In my last email, I told you I bought a Bolivar Devil Diver chronograph, but when I got the watch, the chronograph wasn't working right, so I ended up sending it back. Yeah, Bolivar's a bit of a shitter of a brand. My experience with vintage watches hasn't been good in general, and this last one made me want to stay away from vintage for a while. I also sold my old James Bond Seamaster yesterday. I had it for a year, and I broke even when I sold it. For a year, and I broke even when I sold it. Now looking at getting another Omega. I had it for a year and I broke even. Sorry, didn't break. He had it for a year and broke even when I sold it. Sorry. Now I'm looking at getting another Omega. I'm torn on what to get. It's between the Omega Seamaster 300 Master and the new Rail Master. I like the overall look of the Seamaster better, but it's 15 millimeters tall and the Rail Master is 12. So I'm worried the Seamaster might be too tall. My Breitling Avistar is 16 mil. I put up with it, but the height is annoying. The other thing I'm not sure about is the case back on the Seamaster is open. I love the coaxial movement, but do you think it's worthy of a display back? The case back on the Rail Master is beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. The Rail Master is still new, so there's not a lot on the pre-owned out there. So I'm going to be paying about 4,000 US for one, for the Rail Master, and 3.5 for a used Seamaster. I never bought a new watch, but I'm tempted to do it with the new Rail Master. I'm not sure about which dial I like more. Either, what are your thoughts on this? I know, first world problems. There's also the Speedmaster CK2998 limited edition on the back of my mind, but right now I'm focused on the Seamaster 300 or the new Rail Master. Let me know your thoughts. Hope to hear from you, Duncan. And Duncan came back to me because I was taking a little bit long to get this reply. He goes, hey Arch, I just watched the review. I'm sorry I didn't use paragraphs, but I said, oh yeah, sorry, that's right. Oh, he said he said to me he did use paragraphs, but the thing fucked it up. First off, I ended up sending the Bolivar 666 back because it came damaged, and I think you're right about it anyway, so that was a good thing. Next, I sold the James Bond and the Breitling Avistar. Between the two of them, I ended up making $150 profit. Cool. I ended up buying a Breitling Navitime and Cosmonaut and one of the new Omega Rail Masters. I wanted you to make the vid and talk about how I did with the changes I made. I also sent you a question and $10, but didn't get a reply. Since I initially sent you 30 plus 10 and didn't get the answer, could you make a video and talk about how I did with the changes I made? Please get back to me so we can work something out. I'm happy with the vid. I just wanted you to talk about the updates. Well, there we go. I think realistically, the Bolivar 666 Devil Diver, get rid of that shit. Bolivar is a bullshit brand. It's fucking garbage. I've always hated Bolivar, so just that's no big loss there. The Breitling Avistar, I gotta tell you, that can be a fucking good thing to have gotten rid of that. That's a quirky fucker. And Breitlings are tanking like crazy. So a more traditional Breitling is probably a good way to go. A Breitling Navitime, a Cosmonaut. The Cosmonaut's interesting. Cosmonaut is a 24-hour time watch, so the hour hand goes around once, not every 12 hours, but every 24 hours. So they can be fun to read. I do like the Cosmonaut. It is a real traditional Breitling. The Cosmonaut was invented for space travel because they can't work out which 12-hour cycle you're in. That's hence the reason for the 24-hour hour hand. The new Omega Rail Masters. What do I think? I think, look, the new limited edition, I think they're quite attractive. you're probably paying a little bit more premium for that. I mean, look, Duncan, I would have preferred you to have put that money into a Rolex, like a Rolex Explorer 2 42mm. I think that would have been a better way to go, but I just can't see you moving that way. Something tells me you wouldn't have listened to that advice anyhow. The Breitling Navitimer Cosmonaut, that's an interesting piece. Cosmonauts have been a little bit soft because people can't read the 24-hour hand, but I think they're quirky and they're really quite individual themselves there. The Omega Railmaster, I quite like it. I do like the new Omega limited editions that they've done there. Would I have bought a Railmaster? I probably would have gone for the I would have gone for a Broad Arrow, an oldest pre-owned Broad Arrow, because the Broad Arrow's got that steel bezel on the Speedmaster and it's got the Broad Arrow hands, hence the name Broad Arrow. But I got to be honest with you, Duncan, I don't think you've done terribly bad there. I don't think it's gone terribly bad. You've got a Breitling Navitimer Cosmonaut. That's a very solid, decent watch. And you've got a Railmaster. I mean, the most important thing is that you like them. I mean, that's two good brands, a Breitling and an Omega. Two really good brands, two great watches, and as long as you're happy, that is the important thing. I probably would have chose something else, but hey, it's your money. You got to buy what sings to you. I think realistically it was probably a good idea. The old James Bond Seamaster, yeah, they're getting a bit cheesy. Yeah, I understand it. And the Avastar, yeah, they are a bit tall. I get what you're saying. So I think the important thing is with you is you've gotten rid of these pieces. And you said you made $150. You didn't lose money. I mean, you've really enjoyed, I would really say to you that you've gotten out of it. I mean, this is what this hobby is. When we collect watches, why do we do it? We want to enjoy different things, and it's like having a Latino girlfriend, a Mexican girlfriend, a Caucasian girlfriend, an Asian. We like to, you know, you go from one, and if you can leave one, go to the other, and not lose much money, man, that is cool. And that's what you've done with watches. You've tried a few, you've enjoyed them, you've had that experience with them. You didn't lose your shirt. Normally, most people lose their shirt when they change, they sell out. You broke even, made a little bit of money, cool, 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 cool. And now you've gone into something else, a little bit quirky. I admit your choices are a bit quirky there, bit on the quirky side. But hey, you like them, you enjoy. They're not bad. The Navitimer Cosmonaut, that's a cool piece, and the Railmaster's cool. Railmaster's I love that. I love the Railmaster. So the important thing is you're enjoying the hobby. You're experiencing different watches. I think two is a great collection there. What would I add to there? I'd probably add a Milgauss. I think you're quirky enough. Add a Milgauss. Probably add a white Milgauss. That's a great bang per buck second hand. I think watches, I can see here, watches make you happy. You love them. Duncan, that's all that matters in life, is that you buy things, you can enjoy them. I mean, if you were buying cars, kept a car for a couple of years, you would lose a shitload of money. So this hobby, it's fun. You're doing okay. You're a quirky fucker. I can understand that. You are a quirky fucker. I understand. You've got choices. I probably wouldn't have made those, but hey, you're a quirky fucker. And I get it. So what you're doing is really cool. I think it's cool. I think nothing wrong at all. So well done, my son. Well done. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a quirky fucker today too. I'm wearing the Hoya Monaco Caliber 11. I love that watch. I love Caliber 11. It's just so cool. So I've got to tell you, in all honesty, there, man, how could you be unhappy? You got a good life, good watches. Be happy. I'm Archie Luxury. This is the Paul Pluta channel. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your miserable, unhappy friends. And don't forget, put a few really nasty comments down below, because we all enjoy them. See you later.
Can't take my eyes on me.